What's good, Lance?
So good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, man.
Okay, you want to get started right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Look, I remember Shakur 5 years ago. Remember when you came by the office to hang out right after getting the silver medal, and you talked about your dreams and your plans.
That
And
was
I
in
know,
LA, right?
yes,
Yeah, I remember.
exactly.
I
And
remember.
I mean, the fact is that so many of them have come to reality, and this is about to come to fruition. I know in your mind. How excited are you to be on the stage and to be able to prove your ability once and for all on such a high level?
I'm very excited. We train hard for this fight. We in great shape. I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to perform. I'm ready to go. I'm actually tired of talking about the fight, but this is what we got to do as fighters. So I got to do whatever I got to do to promote and sell the fight. So at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight, man. I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only going to ask you two questions about the fight then. I think first
You
of
do your thing. This your
okay,
job. This you do your thing. I'm here, man.
thanks, Shakur. How do you see the fight going? I know you can't give away the fight plan, but what is it that you have, skill-wise, that you feel like he doesn't have an answer for?
I think skillfully, I'm just like the better fighter. I think I'm a lot faster, quicker than him, all of that. So I feel like that's going to hurt him in the long run when we fight. He gonna get in there and realize like this is not an easy task. But I feel like he got a lot of willpower and you got to prepare for a tough fighter in Oscar Valdez because, like I said, Oscar Valdez undefeated, never lost. He's gonna try his hardest once he get in that ring. So you got to prepare for that. You got to be ready to, if I have to, weather the storm.
You were there and saw Oscar's victory over Burchell. You were there ringside, right? So, and I know you've spoken about the fact that Oscar has Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso in his ear. That's incredible brain trust. How concerned with that are you?
Well, with that victory, like I don't know if I can give him the full credit for it because he knocked him out bad and everybody didn't expect it. I agree, but right after that he got caught cheating. Like he literally got caught cheating the next fight. And then once he got caught cheating, he fought Conce style, and he just looked like a whole new fighter. He didn't look the same as he did with Burchell. Maybe it was stylistically, we don't know, or maybe he was on something. And then after that fight with Conce style, he had to get off of whatever he was on, and it didn't work. So you just never know. Like I don't know if I could fully give him credit. Like was that Oscar Valdez or was that whatever drug he was taking?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think we all, I mean, as reporters who covered that situation, it's like, can you believe him? In the dealings with Oscar Valdez, pretty good guy, right? I mean, seems like he's been on the up and up. We know he works hard, but did he go to that dark side at all? At the end of the day, you're saying you really don't have an answer for it, but you have some suspicions.
World may never know, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, we know he got caught, looked great against Burchell. Then the next fight, he got caught. Then with Conce style, after he got caught, he didn't look the same, and he kept saying he had a lot on his mental. I'm just saying I don't know if I can fully give him credit, but if he wasn't cheating, he looked good.
Yeah, obviously you're the favorite in this fight. I think for good reason because of the speed and the skills that you have. But I think that if there are skeptics connected to you, and look, I mean, we've talked about this before as well. You were kind of frustrated with the quality of opposition that they were giving you. They gave you those 3 straight fights that were, a little bit dubious. And then you beat Jamel Herring, but, I know we could say he's an older Jamel Herring. Is that enough of a preparation for Oscar Valdez, those 4 fights?
Most definitely. I've been prepared for this fight my whole life. You got to understand, I've been boxing since I was 5 years old. So I got a lot of years in this sport already. So I don't look at it and say, oh, I didn't have the right opponents for this fight. I feel like I honestly feel like I did, if I'm being real. Like when I fought Chris Diaz and Joe Wett, Joe Wett was an undefeated fighter who pressured me the whole entire fight. He didn't get his way, but, at the end of the day, he tried. So I'm definitely feeling like I had the right preparation for the fight. But, I mean, fans could try to, think otherwise, but it don't matter to me at the end of the day. I'm going to show y'all when it's time.
Where do you find that confidence? I mean, where do you, as you're preparing for this fight, is it like at the beginning of training camp you're better than Oscar Valdez, or does it come in training camp where you say, okay, I've prepared effectively enough to where I know this guy doesn't have enough for me?
I mean, you got in training camp, you got fighters who just confident in themselves. I'm one of them fighters that I'm confident in myself. I know that long as I put the work in, everything is gonna come into play once I fight. So at the end of the day, he's a great fighter, but my confidence comes from me believing in myself. I feel like every fighter should believe in themselves. If they don't believe or have any hope or faith in winning the fight, they're gonna lose. So I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking fully 100% that I'm gonna win this fight.
You know, we always hear about like there's levels to this, and I think that this victory over someone like Oscar Valdez, the level that it takes you to is from world champion, you know, to unified champion to, hey, we need to talk about this guy significantly in the pound for pound debate. Where do you think that you would be positioned in victory after this fight?
I definitely see the same thing. I see myself on the pound for pound list. I see myself as a top fighter in this sport, and I see my career and superstardom boosting a lot higher than what it is right now. I see the world paying attention to me more, and I can be a pay-per-view superstar real soon.
Yes, absolutely. Look, I mean, this is such a great time for the boxing. We just saw Tyson Fury's incredible victory before 94,000. You're fighting, and I'm going to have you talk a little bit about Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fighting on the same evening Saturday. And then you've got Canelo and Bivol, and then Charlo and Castaño for all 4 belts at 154. It's the perfect time for the sport, and during all of this, you're getting to showcase your skills. You've got to be excited about that with all these eyeballs on you.
Oh, yeah, boxing alive right now. A lot of people try to act like boxing was dying. Nah, I think with these big fights that's happening, I think boxing is evolving and getting better and better. We just watched Spence and Ugas. Spence did his thing, he looked real good. I'm up next. You got Keyshawn Davis. You got Jerron Booth Sanders. You got a bunch of fighters who's like gonna bring boxing back alive. So I think this is the best time. I think the new guys is finna come and try to make this sport a lot more competitive.
You've showed a lot of respect, Shakur. I mean, I think it's you and Top Rank as well. You guys are working to make sure that your fight doesn't conflict with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano at MSG. Are you a big fan of women's boxing, and what's your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan. I'm a big fan of Amanda Serrano. I know that she's a dog. People don't know I actually knew her when I was a kid. I don't even know if she know.
Is that right? How?
I used to go to Gleason's gym, and I used to see her all the time. I used to go there and spar with a lot of fighters from Gleason's gym, and I used to see Amanda Serrano all the time. But people don't even know that. I don't even know if she know that. Like, if you ask her, I don't know if she will remember that I was a kid and I used to see her in the gym all the time training. So I'm a big fan of her, and I'm rocking with her to win.
Really?
April 30th. But I support them. I'm glad that we're not fighting at the same time. I'm glad that the world could pay full attention to their fight, and then they could come and watch my fight.
Yeah, and we obviously know that you're dear friends with Clarissa Shields, you know, the two-time Olympic champion. She's just dominated as a pro as well. You've seen the dues that she's paid in this sport. Yeah,
she's #1 female fighter on the planet, if you ask me.
Yeah, and just a couple other things. Who do you see the following week when Canelo fights Bivol? Do you like Canelo easy in that fight, or are your thoughts different?
Thing is, I never really watched Bivol fight like that, so I don't know how good he is. I think I watched like a little bit, and it looked like he was dominating somebody. So I can't really tell you how the fight gonna go. I know Canelo Alvarez, he comes to fight every fight, and he's a winner at the end of the day. He's somebody who competitive and like to win. So I wouldn't go against him against anybody, but honestly, I would like to see him fight David Benavidez.
Oh, that'd be a sensational fight.
I think David Benavidez is a dog. I feel like Canelo might have his hands full with Benavidez because he's a real dog.
I think we kind of glossed over it, but the fact that Canelo has advised Oscar so deeply in this fight, what does that mean to you? You get a victory knowing that has happened.
It feels great. I feel like, I got to do it first. So the job ain't done. It ain't happy yet. So, but, after I do it, I'm going to feel real good knowing that I beat Canelo, Reynoso, Oscar Valdez too. So I feel like that's a victory in itself.
Okay, now we're gonna kind of put you back in that seat that you were in 5 years ago, and say, where do you see yourself going from here in victory, Shakur? I mean, so many great options for you. You could fight someone like Navarrete, who's in the top ranked stable. Maybe would you consider 135 and going on to take on someone like the Kambosos Haney winner or Gervonta Davis? What's in your mind?
All of them are great fights, but if I don't win Saturday, we won't even be talking about them fights. So I got to stay focused on Saturday. Valdez is the fight that I'm preparing for. After Saturday, you can give me that same question, and I'll give you a better answer. But as of right now, we got to get the job done first.
Great, Shakur. Thank you so much. We'll be out there Saturday. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see the fight. Thank you so much for your time. As always, you're the best.
I got you.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys.